Let's see. Hopefully the audio is playing out pretty well, but I always thought, you know, even though this game came out in '92, I always thought this game had some of the best music coming out of the Super Nintendo. And even as a kid, I guess I didn't get enough games to really notice it, but there's people who talk about, like, this echo effect that happens in a lot of old Super Nintendo games, just to hide the fact that they're using compressed sound. Right, now we're going to get to our first costume. Before I do that, I'm going to look at what's behind this costume, and it's nothing, because it looks like the screen scrolls just enough. Well, normally, if you don't play that way, jump over it like I did, or the camera will stop scrolling before it hits the edge of the bush there. I don't know, I always just, I don't know why I found that as a weird observation. Alright. So the one thing that's good is that we're already at almost 200 coins, and that's pretty dang close to what I want to try and get. And one thing you gotta worry about is those fish can do instant death if they bite you, so you have to look out for those guys. And as one of those satisfying things that I like doing is breaking a bunch of blocks. Somehow I missed that one. I don't know why that happened. That's not even like the last block in that row. And also you notice that I'm already nearly out of energy, and I gotta find a way to replenish it. So these infinite spawning blocks can be shot to get some extra points there. Oof. You think it'd be over at that point. Unfortunately, there is also a fish hiding in here who you can barely see because he's just off the screen. And of course, this is a Capcom game, so a lot of these costumes are going to be styled after some of the more popular Capcom games that have come out before this. Like, obviously, here's Mega Man, but Mickey can actually crouch. But he can charge up his shot, which unleashes a pretty powerful attack. And it's good to just head into that leaf section head-on as quickly as you can, because otherwise you're just going to throw off your timing, and it's going to make it very easy to just fall off and lose a life. Don't go up, because there's magic energy down here. Just shooting these enemies to try and hurry up while I swim through this tree sap. Oh, that's bad timing. Also, one thing I think is interesting is my dad definitely recognize, like, he doesn't really play games, but he does recognize some of the stuff that I used to play as a kid, especially games like this, because of how he just really liked the presentation of it. Also, I was wrong. It's 300 coins instead of 200, so I just need to save up and then just keep at it, because that's going to become useful, because what it does is reduce your or at least double the length of your meter and cut magic use in half. There's a gimmick to this boss here, and I'm gonna die. You charge up your shot and then shoot at him while he's in the air. You can push him back, which is going to be useful if I don't screw this up. Because as you can see, he will just throw stuff at you. One conversation I noticed when I would play, like, I brought some old games to a friend of mine's house, and It was a Sonic 3 and Knuckles specifically, and he was like, man, I don't understand how kids played this back in the day. And it's like, well, we just did, because we didn't have nearly as many games as we do now. Or at least like a surplus of money that we could just spend stuff on. Especially games that cost like 15 bucks, which back then would have been unheard of. Unless you took to mail ordering your games on a PC or something. And I'm out of magic already. Good news, though, we got past that guy. I think I just got him down to just... pretty much down to, like, his last bit of health, but kept dying. And right now, I don't have any magic, which is not great. And if those clubs hit me, I'm done for. And these leaf enemies are going to be coming at me. I'm not paying attention to what these guys are doing. And sometimes they just disappear. Whew. And what's worse, there's a fish enemy down there. There he is. Ho 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 ho. Yep, I saw that coming. Luckily, the game over stuff is not too punishing. As far as I recall, we're not going to restart the entire level again. Yeah, we're back up to here. And I got all my magic back. So, this game's not too punishing. Whoop! That would have got me. I wasn't careful. Gotta be careful here, because if I fall off, then that's the end. Luckily. Just get to this part here, and you're fine. And then we get to the boss. Which, what I like to do is just charge up a shot, and then just lay waste and firing at him. And then just start leapfrogging off his face, because he can't do anything if he faces you. Okay, that's good. If he tags you with his web, you just freeze in place. There we go.